right, well, Craig and Scott, it's lovely to be here with you at 3 Days of Design. What an amazing exhibition space that you've created. Maybe let's just start with a little bit about yourselves. Originally hailing from Sydney.
From Sydney, from
Absolutely.
Australia, right? And architecture is my background originally, then came to Europe many, many years ago before settling in the United States. And then moving from not completely moving from architecture, but then getting into furniture design. Having always loved furniture, and always appreciating how important furniture is to experiencing the building.
And create the story.
Yes, so it was always super important, and
Great, and Scott, you have a background in luxury apparel and design.
Yes.
Bally and Ferragamo being some of the amazing brands that you've done.
Yes. And so I came into design from a marketing point of view. So started in marketing, went into creative direction, leading different design teams, and then found it was a really good fit of the kind of the strategic aspects, of the business aspects, and the design aspects. And so that's how Craig and I work really well together, because we have different roles, but have to be very much in sync.
And you've been together professionally and in life for over 20 years now.
Ooh,
almost 30.
Almost 30, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And almost 30 years later, you call New Canaan, Connecticut home, which has a really authentic connection with modernism. Can we just spend a few minutes talking about our town, New Canaan, because we all live there and love it, and it's a big part of the inspiration for why we're here today.
Well, we originally came to New Canaan on a whim because Craig was working on an architectural project in Pound Ridge. And we took a drive on the weekend. That was before the Glass House was open as a museum. Philip Johnson was still alive. We knew about New Canaan, of course, but we had never been there. So we just, on a Saturday afternoon, took a drive, and the rest is history. Yeah. So we kind of fell in love with the place, and it was just like one thing led to another. And we bought a modernist house that we totally renovated, and it's not the house we live in now. No, that was a different house. Different house, and so we've been there since 1998.
Yeah, and it's this incredible history of modernism, you know. So it was such a great combination of the old Connecticut town and modernism. Where else can you find that?
Absolutely. I mean, it really was the town that in America that put modernism as an ethos for living on the map in a residential context, right? And so
with all the greats, Breuer, Philip Johnson, John Johansson,
the whole Harvard Five,
and they had the famous Modern House tour that started in the 1950s, where lots of people would come up to see these crazy new houses that were being built.
Now, you're across the street from the Glass House, you're avid supporters. I myself am on the advisory council. So the fact that we're coalescing around this amazing project, which we'll talk about, it's really a match made in heaven.
Yes, we originally experienced the Philip Johnson, Richard Kelly design lamp at our own house. Our house, the Hodgson House, had one of the original lamps, if you look at the original archival photographs. And the whole idea of the lamp was to solve the problem of how you light a modern glass building, because at night, of course, you have reflections in the glass. And so it was really something that Philip Johnson initially struggled with, and then he and Richard Kelly came up with this idea of really kind of turning the light upside down in a way, lighting from the bottom and then reflecting the light back down from the reflector. And so the benefit of that is that you get no bounce back in the glass at night. You just get this sort of warm glow around the seating area at a very low level. And so it was the perfect solution for the Mies van der Rohe setting of furniture in the Glass House, and you know, we experienced that, and it was just such a beautiful architectural form, but also a beautiful functional lamp that we thought this lamp needs to be back in production, and so
it's truly one of the most beautiful pieces. So we're here in your glass pavilion, which in many ways emulates the essence of the Glass House, but you're certainly not intent about replicating that. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the architectural and design process of this pavilion and why you chose it.
Well, it's really important. The lamp was designed for an all-glass building. So we thought if we have to sort of somehow give the idea of that, of where it came from as well. So
not that you need an all-glass pavilion to have the lamp.
No,
but to understand the story, so in an abstract way. So it was a very ambitious task, but the idea of building a small glass pavilion here to showcase the lamp, and then also to show the lamp, even with the layout. It's our furniture, it's all contemporary pieces, but the layout is exactly as it is shown in the glass house.
Yeah.
So you can see how the lamp is used. So we just thought that was really powerful to tell its story, basically, and where it came from, why it was designed, because it's critical that how it functions in an all-glass building. So even proportioning the structure, but then of course the glass house is a very famous architectural building, so we couldn't just have any old glass structure.
No, we are about authentic design too,
yes,
right?
and,
So we want our own
it's-
take on it.
Yes, and real architecture. So we ended up working with the company that does a product, a system, a very architectural system that we could play with and work with, and then in the situation where we are, we can also design the structure to work a little bit with the location in terms of how we use screenings and opening around the glass itself. So, but I think it's just very important to show the actual idea of the place of where it came from.
Now, we're here at 3 Days of Design. Can you tell me a little bit about why you chose to use 3 Days of Design as the moment to launch our lamp?
Well, we actually came to 3 Days of Design and exhibited for the first time last year with Arc Journal, the partner here at this space. And we really had a wonderful experience, because I think that we've been showing for years in Milan. Milan is obviously the biggest, the most important show. But Milan is also, it's very big. And I think that Copenhagen still has that little more sort of smaller, more
inclusive
focused,
feeling.
more inclusive feeling.
Yeah, it's familial here.
Exactly. It's a little bit more casual, but I like that. And then the quality level is also very good. I also think that, we love Danish design. We've always loved Danish design. We're also wood guys, like we love wood. So I think to showcase, like wooden furniture here in Denmark, and really, we want to be part of that sort of international discussion too. Like, we feel that we want to do product that is as world-class as any of the other Danish or other brands here. And so we want to be part of that energy, that excitement, and that international recognition of good design.
Absolutely. And there has been an incredible energy here this week.
There really has.
You can feel it in your bones.
Yeah.